What happens when you go through the Mahadasha of the most feared planet, that is Saturn? Today in this video we will be discussing about the Mahadasha of Saturn. Hello friends, my name is Hardik and you're watching my YouTube channel on Vedic Astrology, Astrokeen. So let's start. Like always, before we get into the topic, I have a small request to make. Please subscribe to my channel. Your subscriptions will give me encouragement to make more such videos, and please share my videos if you like it. Thank you so much. Now let's come back to the topic, right? Today we will be discussing about the Saturn Mahadasha, which is considered to be one of the most feared Mahadasha, right? Now what is Saturn? What does Saturn represent? Saturn is a very slow moving planet, and Saturn is the largest planet in our solar system, right? So Saturn is about fear. Saturn is about sorrow. Saturn is about hard work. Saturn is about patience. Saturn is about hard work. Saturn is about the low caste people, the people who are in the lower rank. Saturn is about justice. Saturn is the tough taskmaster. Saturn will always make things difficult for you so that you learn from it, so that you put in the hard work. Saturn delays but never denies. That's what Saturn is, and Saturn is hence one of the most feared planet because it expects you to work hard. It expects you to put in the dedication. It expects you to be honest. It expects you to keep your expectations low. And hence, if you do not do these things, you will face difficulties in your life, right? So what happens when you go through Saturn Mahadasha? Now Saturn Mahadasha is for 19 years. Now that's a long time period, right? So if you have it say at 27, this Mahadasha will go till you're 46. If you have it at 47, then it will go till 66. If you have it at 52, then it will go till 71. So it will almost cover 2 decades of your life. Hence it becomes a very important Mahadasha. And what can happen if you go through Saturn Mahadasha? Now first thing first, Saturn can be a great planet if you have a Taurus ascendant, or for that matter a Libra ascendant, because Saturn then becomes your Yoga Karaka planet. So for Taurus ascendant and for Libra ascendant people, Saturn becomes Yoga Karaka. So if you put in the hard work, if you are honest to yourself, then you will see great results during those time period. Absolutely brilliant result in those time periods. Let me tell you very clearly, Saturn will not always be difficult for you. If you're putting in the right hard work, if you're going the honest path, if you are able to help the needy people and the poor people and the low rank people, then you will see that Saturn can bring magic in your life in its Mahadasha. I have seen people reach heights of success during their Saturn Mahadasha because they have been very, very dedicated. They have made the effort to reach the top, and that's where Saturn really helps you. So what can happen during Saturn Mahadasha? Now let's look at the difficult part first, and then we will go to the good part. Now Saturn can create a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear in you. Saturn can play with your mind. If you're a very, very highly active person, Saturn is a very lazy planet. It's a laid back planet. And if you are a very, very active person, then what happens is that Saturn will slow you down. So that will make you jittery, that will make you anxious, that will make you confused. And hence you will go through phases of ups and downs. That can happen. What you need to do? First, you need to do meditation. If you're doing meditation, your mind will calm, you'll be more stable, and hence the phase of anxiety and the phase of getting fearful will reduce. Now the second thing what Saturn can do is Saturn may take away something which is very important for you. Maybe your assets, maybe your car, maybe your home, maybe somebody, maybe if you're in a relationship, it'll create some distance, right? But be rest assured, it'll come back to you again. I have seen that. If you're honest, if you're putting in the hard work, because Saturn is a tough taskmaster. So Saturn will make sure that things delays when you try to achieve it, but it never deny. So Saturn will delay things for you. Saturn may take away things for you temporarily, but you'll get it back. Absolutely get it back if you are honest, if you're putting in the hard work. What Saturn can also do, what can also happen in Saturn Mahadasha is that you may go through some kind of a health ailments. Of course, it depends on the position of Saturn and where it is placed, but take care of your health. Eat good food, do exercise. It's very important that you should do that. What else can Saturn do in a negative way if you're going through Saturn Mahadasha? Now, what Saturn can do is, Saturn is also a planet which represents foreign travels. You may go outside your homeland, but that may not be a very rosy picture for you. That will be a difficult travel. That will be to places which are not really preferred to go. You don't prefer to go to these places. That can surely happen. Do not take any shortcuts in Saturn Mahadasha. If you're taking shortcuts, if you're not putting in the hard work, you are asking for trouble. You can have trouble in every aspect of life. And if Saturn is a malefic in your chart and you're going through the Mahadasha, or Saturn is not well placed in your chart and is in a difficult house and is malefic, then my suggestion to you is that first, meditate. Second, slow down. Take it easy. Give some time, because you will have the phases of antardashas. You will have the phases of transit. If you're going through a good transit, if you're going through a good antardasha of a planet, then that is the time where you can pick things up again. But if the antardasha is also not good, the transit is also not good, and Saturn is a difficult planet in your chart, then slow down. Slow down in that 1-2 year time period. Now, if Saturn is well placed in your chart, if Saturn is a benefic in your chart and you're putting hard work, we are talking about the good aspects now, then you can see wonderful thing happening to you. If you get married, your marriage will have a lot of stability. You'll have a great relationship with your partner. You will see a lot of success in professional life if you're putting in hard work. You will see reaching almost at the top position, almost at your prime, at your peak, if Saturn is well placed in your chart. If Saturn is well placed in your chart, then you will get support from a lot of people around you. There is possibility that you will get support from a lot of people around you. So Saturn can do wonderful things to you if Saturn is well placed. If, for example, if Saturn is Yoga Karaka planet in your chart and is present in the 11th house, you'll get a lot of money. Your desires and your wishes will be fulfilled very, very easily. Of course, the necessity is that you need to do hard work. And second is that you need to be honest. You need to be honest, because Saturn is about justice. If you are honest, if you are following the right path, you are doing the hard work, then justice will happen with you. For sure. It may take some time, but it will happen to you even if Saturn is malefic in your chart. It may not happen immediately. You will face difficulties at the beginning. It will make you a strong person, but finally you will get the result. Now, one thing you should take into consideration is that, in my opinion, everybody who's say 20 years and say 50-55 years, right, in that age gap, if you go through Saturn Mahadasha, it will change your life, it will transform your life, it will make you a brilliant person. So Saturn, if you're going through a Saturn Mahadasha, consider that to be a blessing, even if it's a malefic in your chart. Because what it will make you is that it will make you a strong person. It will make you grounded. It will take you the right path. It will help you to grow as an individual. So earlier it comes, and say in the range of 20 to 30, 35, 40 years, it is more benefic for you. Because then, say for example, it is coming at 30 years, when you're 30 years, it will go up to 49 years. In that phase, so the later phase of your life, you will be a matured person, a person who knows how to deal with life, who's become now a more honest person, who has now known how to do the hard work. Do not fear this Mahadasha. If you think, say, after 2 years I'm getting this Mahadasha, don't get anxious, because it can create magic for you if you are able to handle it well, if you're able to do the right kind of work with the right attitude and with honesty. Some of the remedies, some of the suggestions I can give you if Saturn is difficult in your planet is that if you're a religious person, you can go to Shani temple on Saturdays and then pray Shani mantra, Saturn mantra. You can search and find that easily. Second, help poor people, help needy people, help people who are looking for some kind of help them. You will see amazing things happen to you. And then, as I've said multiple times, honesty and hard work. Do these things. Even if Saturn is difficult in your chart, you will see good results coming to you after a certain point of time. There is no need to fear. I have seen terrible things happen in Jupiter Mahadasha, and I have seen great thing happen in Saturn Mahadasha also, right? So it depends on what kind of person you are, what kind of mental and physical state you are, and in what kind of presence these planets are in your chart. Where are they placed in your chart? All these factors needs to be considered. So there is no reason to fear. So that's about Saturn Mahadasha, guys. If you have any questions, please do mention in the comment box. Whenever I get time, I'll try and answer those questions. If you have any feedback to give me, any points to make, please mention in the comment box. It will be a great pleasure to read those things. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share the video if you like it. Take care and bye-bye.